Hello, welcome to Scrap Time. My name is Christine, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Vicki Boutin's reactive tissue with Crafters Workshop templates. So the other day I showed you how to create a full-on background using Vicki Boutin's reactive tissue, but this time I'm going to show you how you can get a design using a template with the tissue. So this here, I used the Rose Garden template from the Crafters Workshop with the red tissue. Now I had tried using multiple colors and it just looks too blotchy. For this technique I like to use one solid color. Now I used a darker color so we could really see it, but if you want to do a softer background that you want to work on top of, you could use the pink. You can see here is very soft and you could have a nice muted background and then work more on top of it. So whatever look you're going for. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now I like to use watercolor cards because they will absorb the water. That's what they're made to do. And so I think you get better results when you use watercolor cards. And this here is the Rose Garden template. And I'm using the 12 by 12. I like it because the roses are bigger and I can decide where I want. I could even go down here with the flower in the corner, but I usually work around the middle. But you can decide where you want your flowers and that on your card. So now I'm going to spray water, and the trick is you don't want too little water because the tissue won't really absorb into it, and you don't want too much water that's going to soak under because then you won't get the solid image. So it's each time you do it, it's going to be a little different. It's practice. So what I like to do is I give the whole thing a spray and then just go over a little more, but not too much. You lift it off and then you get your tissue, put it on. I like to get a piece of tissue that's a little bigger. Down here I sort of missed it, just to make sure you get your whole card covered. And you can see already where that water is because that's where it's taking the color from your tissue. Now you can let it dry normally or you can heat dry it. Of course we're going to heat dry it. I'm just going to wipe off my table. And what you want to do is dry it with your heat gun and until the tissue lifts off, and it shouldn't take too long, so let's give it a go. So here we have our completed card. You can see some areas you have more of the design versus less. That's probably there was more water here than there. But either way, you can get a really interesting background. Whether here you can see I probably had a bit more water, so I got more of that solid image, whereas here it's a softer image. So it all depends what you're going for, what's correct, and it takes a few times to practice on just having that right amount of water. But either way, you have an interesting background to start with, and now you can work upon it and make something fabulous. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos on YouTube. In the meantime, here are a couple other videos you might be interested in watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.